Welcome to the International Skating Center of Simsbury. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, 2022, and we are ready for another exciting season of Simsbury High School boys varsity hockey. Tonight they've got a great matchup against the Farmington Valley Co-op. Farmington Valley Co-op is made up of towns from Avon, Burlington, Windsor, and Farmington. Farmington Valley comes in preseason ranked 7th in Division II, while our Trojans come in ranked 10th in Division I. Simsbury is returning 17 players from last year. They have 18 players that are either juniors or seniors, so a very heavy, older team. The Generals come in having played 2 scrimmages, once against Tallinn and once against E.O. Smith, while our Simsbury Trojans come in having played 1 scrimmage, a win 4-2 against Triton at the Boston University Agganis Arena. So I'm excited. This is our 7th year of providing Simsbury High School boys varsity hockey, and we're ready for a great matchup tonight. Puck drop is in a few minutes, and we'll be back right after this. All right, so here we are. All right, welcome back to the International Skating Center of Simsbury. We had a little bit of some technical problems with the microphones, but it sounds like we've got them all fixed now. The introductions are all set. Before we get started, as I am Mike Sinacori, my 7th year of doing boys hockey here. We've got a good matchup for you tonight. I am solo this evening. I'm missing my right-hand man, Jake Ostern, who we will talk about in a little bit as we go into the national anthem. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited for another season of Trojans hockey. The Trojans come in this year under first-year coach Dave Alekna, and he is flanked by Coach Dan Lee, who's been with the Trojan program for quite some time, and newcomer Stefan Kaprowski. So they face off against longtime coach of the Farmington Valley Co-op Generals, Mike Barone, who is in his 30th season as coach of the hockey program over there. So a rookie versus a veteran, Nicholas. And on the mic with me here, who will give a little bit of color commentary, is Nick Sinacori, my cameraman extraordinaire. He does a great job on the camera. And the rink is looking great, isn't it, Nick? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, we got 2 cameras tonight. So we're going to be bringing you 2 cameras. As we did at the last year, we have Ardell manning the second camera. A big thank you to Ardell, and a big thank you to Bob Romlick, who helped production this entire setup here for us tonight. And a big thank you. I have to start every telecast off with a tremendous thank you to Patrick Fallon and the crew back at Simsbury Community Media, Simsbury Community Television, because without their support, none of this could happen. As well as newcomer to the Simsbury Community Television family, Bree Googlesby, recent graduate from Connecticut College. She's a production assistant down at our studios. By the way, wonderful studios. Brand new. I saw them for the first time today, and just led by Patrick and his leadership, and just a tremendous job. All right, here we go. Face off. Quinn Hegney out there for Simsbury. Taken back behind the goal by Luke Melanson. And Reed Bolger tips it up to Ty Petras. And this is going to be an offside. So we've got Quinn Hegney with Reed Anastasio. We got Reed Bolger and Luke Melanson on D. Ty Petras is on left wing. And there's Hegney again, too. Reed Anastasio and Luke. And they're up against number 11 there, Jack Denocio. Down the right side goes Hegney. Hegney tries to get the puck over to his forehand. A quick shot on net. Nice save. Quick shot there by Ty Petras. In net for the Farmington Generals, it looks like number 1, that'd be Elliot Stambaugh. And then in net for Simsbury is number 35, Brady Davis. Brady's a sophomore, and this is his first year on varsity. Hegney line stays out. The Generals look to change up. And we're ready for a face. It still looks like it is Jack Denocio for the Generals. Goes back into the corner. Number 7, Reed Anastasio. Quick shot on net by Reed Bolger. Luke Melanson does a good job keeping it in on the left corner. Hegney just misses a check behind the net. Back up to Reed. Reed trying to get it in front. A lot of congestion over there on the right side. Left side of Elliot Stambaugh, the Generals goalie. Now comes a quick change. Out comes number 20 for the Trojans, Gavin Bolger, who's a freshman. Gavin's the only freshman on the Simsbury team, and he's on the second line tonight. Defense now for Simsbury is Colby Wilhelm and number 14, Mingwen Shen. There's a nice pass by Gavin behind his, under his legs to Jack Beckinsale, a junior who played on the varsity team since freshman year. There goes Gavin down the right side. Takes a half-hearted shot on net. I think it got a little bit stuck in the Generals' defenseman's stick. So they work it along the boards. Back to the point, quick shot. Looked like it was Thomas Humphreys there on the point. Humphreys is now in front of the net. Pass out to Humphreys. Oh, just skipped over his stick. Trojans are swarming now in front of the Generals' net. Generals trying to get the puck out, and they're able to get it out. They're able to do so. Nice pass by Humphreys. Trojans dump it right in, and they look for a line change. Generals go behind Elliott, trying to get it out quick. First line's back out for the Generals. That again is number 11, Denocio. Back behind to Colby Wilhelm. Wilhelm makes a nice move on Denocio. Gets the puck up. Number 13 on the Trojans. It looks like Mike Zapp, but I have Mike Zapp as number 15, and we'll check that out. There's Mike Zapp right now, number 15. Back out to Reed Bolger. Quick shot! Score! Reed Bolger, captain of the Trojans, puts them ahead 1-0 at the 12-minute mark, just about 3 minutes into the first period. He went high on the blocker side. What a shot, Nick. What'd you think of that?
That was a great one.
Wasn't that nice? You could see we had a perfect angle on a shot that he came in right over the blocker of Elliott Stambaugh, and our Trojans take a 1-0 lead. Great shot by Reed. I got a quick story about Reed. So I did some research on the CIAC website, and they identified 25 high school hockey players to watch in the state of Connecticut. And Reed was mentioned at about number 6 or 7 on the list. So, ironic or not, he ends up scoring the first goal here. So nice job by Reed Bulger. Here goes Ty Petrus down the left side. He cuts over to the center, takes a shot on Stambaugh, tries to go 5-hole, and Stambaugh is not going to have any of it. Nice save there by Elliott. So again, as I was mentioning, the Generals come in. They had won 2 of their first 2 scrimmages. And I think I had said Tallinn and E.O. Smith. I'm going to correct myself. It was Newington and E.O. Smith are the 2 scrimmages that they've had. And this is their first official game, as it is for Simsbury. Trojans now get it out. We're breaking down the center ice. Number 4, Quinn Cahill. He's quick, takes a quick shot on Brady Davis, who's up to the task. There goes Petrus again down the left side. He's looking for somebody to pass to, trying to get it out to Hegney. Not able to do so, but kept in nicely there by Eli Monju. Eli Monju's not new to the Simsbury hockey program, but he did play for a travel team last year. This is his first year in a Simsbury Trojan uniform, as he gets pushed down by number 24, Luke Watson of the Generals. And it looks like it's going to be an icing. So, Nicholas, one of the things we need to do is find out on our Trojans team who is number 13, because I do not have a 13 on my roster, and I apologize for that. This face-off is going to be Jack Beckinsale. He wins the face-off, gets it to Humphreys. Humphreys making a lot of nice moves, trying to get it over to number 20 there, and that would be Gavin Bulger, our freshman. A big boy for a freshman out there. He looks great on the ice. Oh, just skips over Colby Wilhelm, but he's able to recover. Trojans are doing a good job at center ice. You know, they're keeping it, and there's a nice pickpocket by Humphreys. Tries to get a puck on his forehand over to Bulger. Nice shot on net again by, I believe that was Petrus, and Stambaugh is going to cover up. So just about 5 minutes now, 10 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first period. Trojans ahead 1-0 on a beautiful top shelf goal right over, and I kept saying the blocker. Again, bear with me, folks. This is my first game of the season, Nicholas. It was over the glove hand on the left-hand side of Elliott Stambaugh. Here comes our Trojans again. Generals trying to push down on the right side by Brady Davis. Nice pass over to number 13. Back to our guy, number 9, for Simsbury. We have to figure out who number 9 is as well. He gets muscled off the puck a little bit by the Generals centerman, Denocio. Number 11, Jack Denocio, is all over the place. And he's having a good first hand. Here's on the left-hand side, there's Luke Melanson. And puck goes just to the left of Bulger. He tries to block out number 8, Emerson Stambaugh. I'm assuming that is the brother of goalie Elliott. And outbreak the Trojans. Number 4, Quinn Hegney, can't get out of his zone. Now he does. He passes up to Petrus. Petrus along, nice touch pass over to Ming Wen. And Ming gets it back to Petrus. Now back to Colby Wilhelm. Wilhelm trying to get through the defense. The Generals stop him there, only to be puck back. Wilhelm now does a great job on Luke Watson. But the puck is shoved into the Trojans owned by the Generals. Outbreak the Trojans. There's Petrus now coming down the right side over to Hegney. Looking for Reed Anastasio. Not able to get the puck over to Reed. Oh, there was a nice ling by Ming. Oh, great check right there. Beautiful, beautiful body check by Colby Wilhelm. And there goes Petrus. Petrus goes down the right side. He's got Hegney. Hegney being bothered. Nice back check there by the Generals. But a quick shot there. Oh! Nice job by Tommy Humphreys. I don't know what that whistle was. Oh, it looks like the net come off, or is that offside? Maybe Elliott covered up. Great pressure by the Trojans here. They've come out fired up in this first game. Eli Monjou now on the right point. His partner in crime there, number 19. Oh, nice try. Pass in almost there. I believe that's Humphreys on the right side. Jack Beckinsale. And there's Gavin Bulger. Gavin does a good job. Puck back over. Nice shot. Right on net. Bounces right off the plexiglass and right into Elliott's glove. And we got another stoppage in play. So, Nick, a lot of quick action here. Not a lot of action down our end, which we're okay with that because this is the Simsbury end. Brady Davis trying to stay limber and warm over there. Comes our Trojans. Generals take the puck back. They're trying to break down their left side. Beckinsale with a beautiful move. Jack going right through into the teeth of the defense, trying to get over to Humphreys. And loses the puck behind the net and outbreak the Generals. Here they come down the left side. And offsides. Number 7, Tyler Gresh was offside as Emerson Stanbaugh was coming down on the right side. And Nick, what did they say? You can't do that. Right?
Yep.
Is that more basketball?
That's more basketball.
It is, okay. All right. Here we go. Face-off won by the Trojans. Back around the left side. I'm going to guess that number 13 is Vincent Mateo. Oh, nice save by Brady Davis. Great save there by Brady. Trojans desperately trying to get out. Bulger now over to Melanson. Melanson over to Zapp. Zapp down the left side, over the blue line. Quick shot on net. Nice save by Stanbaugh. And there's Vinny. Vincent trying to get the puck in the front of the net. I believe that's Vincent Mateo, number 13. I have Vincent as number 16. That was his number last year, but I think he may have changed that up a bit. Now we got Quinn Hegney and Ty Petrus and Reed Anastasio line. Reed's only a sophomore, number 7. Real good hockey player. He was on the team last year. There he goes behind the net, trying to dig it out. The Generals just trying to get some type of offense going. And here they come. Down the right side, trying to get around Luke Melanson. Luke does a good job. Nice check by Hegney. And he's going to get run for interference, I think. I think he's going to get run for interference. He took a big hit on Jack D'Annunzio. And I think Hegney, number 4, is going off for interference. Now, I don't think the referee knows which number it was. They're taking Reed off. I don't think Reed. I think it was Hegney that laid into Jack D'Annunzio down here. But anyway, Trojans are now Generals on the power play. Quick shot over. Great save by Brady Davis. Pile up in front. Bunch of pushing and shoving. Tucker Lebrecht takes a little issue with Colby Wilhelm, who just was trying to get him out in front of the net, and that's what defensemen are supposed to do. So here we go again. Tommy Humphreys. Luke Melanson now checking in with the referee on what's going on. And there's the puck right there, who happened to be in the glove of Brady Davis. That was kind of funny. Face-off won by Simsbury, and there goes Jack Beckinsale right around the defenseman. And there he goes down the left-hand side, short-handed. Trojans are trying to ward off this penalty. 1:35 left in the Trojans' power play. Oh, whiffed. Trojans, Tucker Lebrecht whiffed on that, which allowed Colby Wilhelm to go over and ice the puck. Great move. Chased by Reed Anastasio. Reed goes into the corner, battling down there. Comes out with the puck, gets it over shorthanded. Oh, just over the top of the net. Great shot, try there by Quinn. No, that was by Tommy Humphreys. And out breaks the Generals, right back to setting up their power play. The trailer. Good play there, number 10, Trey Gagne. And right out in front, tipped by number 14 on the Ming Wen. Shen. So nice play there by Ming as he just put the puck underneath Brady Davis, number 35. Great heads-up play there by Ming. Simsbury's got 55 seconds left to go in the Generals' power play. There's Reed Anastasio. Just can't get the puck over the blue line. Back in the corner. Popped up. Nice save out there by the Generals' defenseman. That's number 13, Matt McGowan. And the Trojans are able to get the puck out of the zone. Nice play again there by Ming. There is a General wide open, number 15 out there, Owen Yagid. Tommy Humphreys is able to pound the puck down into the General zone, and the Trojans do a quick line change. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. In period number 1, Trojans leading 1-0. Great shot and goal by Reed Bolger. About 3 minutes into the game. There's a deflection there by Simsbury. Defense over the plexiglass onto the net. And we'll have a face-off down here with 6 seconds to go, Nicholas, in the Generals' power play. This is their first line out there, Jack Denocchio. There's a nice play. Great face-off win again by Tommy Humphreys. Beckinsale goes down the left side. Generals reverse course. Looking for some open ice. The Trojans have done a great job. Here comes number 7, Tyler Gresh, right down the left side. Tries to get the puck over to Jack. Finds defenseman back there. Nice shot and tipped in. And that was even strength. So tipped in, I believe, by Nate Williams, number 2. And we got a tie game at 1 apiece. Nothing that Brady Davis could do on that one. That was just a great shot. That was going right toward his right pad, and then got tipped in at the last minute, redirected right into the left corner blocker side of Brady Davis. So just when you thought the power play was going to be killed, and I think it was, that was an even player, even strength goal. Brady in net tonight because Brendan Lynch is not available. He is a Simsbury goalie that usually gets the starts, and he is unavailable per an injury and not able to play tonight. So Brady Davis got the call. And I got another interesting story, Nicholas, for you, is Andrew Westhaver, number 30. Should Brady get hurt, Westhaver is our backup goalie tonight, who this fall was the goalie for the soccer team. And he can obviously play some hockey goalie as well, as he's out there as a backup if anything should happen to Brady. All right, here goes Reed Bolger. Captain Bolger trying to get it down, jumps over the stick of number 2, Petrus. He touched it because icing was waved off. We got 2 minutes and 40 5 seconds to go in the first period. Generals got a little bit of jump, pep in their step here. Nice pass by Bulger to Mike Zapp. Zapp trying to get through the Generals' defense, not able to do so. Puck ends up at center ice. Petrus tries to take the body there on 14, Patrick Murphy. Back behind the net to Luke Melanson. Melanson trying to find somebody out front, just not able to do so. Hegney tries to get a pass over to Michael Zapp, and it just jumped over Zapp's stick, and the Generals are able to get it in their zone. Out breaks the Trojans again. And this was going to be icing. It's waved off as Elliot Stambaugh, their goalie for the Generals, touches. Nice stick check there. Nice pass over to Vincent. I'm going to say that's Vinny Matteo. Again, here breaks the Generals. Ming gets back. Great footwork there by Ming. Right defenseman. Back over to Vincent. Vincent looking. Great pass. Fantastic pass, but it's stick checked there by one of the Generals' defensemen. And out breaks Emerson Stambaugh. He's trying to get the puck in deep. Gets it by Humphreys. Seems they're trying to get it back around. Over to Colby Wilhelm. Wilhelm looks up. Nice pass over to Vincent. There goes Humphreys. Humphreys looking for somebody. Wants to pass it out in front. Nobody there for him. Just about a minute to go in the first period. There's Humphreys out of the corner. What a great move. Took the puck away, came right out of the corner, and a nice shot on net. Good save by Elliot Stambaugh. Colby Wilhelm now on the right point. Back over into the corner. Simsbury doing a great job passing the puck around and moving at different eye levels for the goalie. Back and forth, left and right, up and down. Great stuff. Good stuff by Simsbury right now. 41 seconds to go. Need to be really tight here, Nick. You know, the worst thing is giving up a goal less than a minute, right? Need to be tight here. Some tight defense. Best thing to do is score a goal less than a minute, right? Good competitive action here. Score is 1-1. General scored. There's a quick shot by Simsbury's Bulger. That's Reed Bulger. His brother Gavin is a freshman on the team. This is Simsbury's top line. Quinn Hegney, Reed Anastasio. And it looks like it's Humphreys over there. No, Petrus. Ty behind the net. And he gets the puck over to Hegney. I believe that's Hegney down there. No, I'm sorry. Reed Anastasio. Back over to Reed. Oh, quick shot. I think he had more time than he thought he had as he took a quick shot and it went just left of the goal. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty on the Trojans for tripping as we come down to the end of the period. And here goes. So Simsbury is going to end up being shorthanded as we start period number 2. But period 1 comes to an end as the Simsbury Trojans and Farmington Valley Generals end the first period in a 1-1 tie. Great play by both teams. I think Simsbury started off really well initially, and after that, it came down to trying to kill off a penalty, and then they scored right when it was becoming even strength. As Simsbury boys go into their locker room, and followed by the Generals, and we will start the next period action too. Nicholas, what'd you think of first period action?
It went by quick.
It went by quick. There weren't a lot of whistles. That's a very good point. What else did you like? How'd you like the pace of play?
Went fast.
They're fast, right? Nicholas and I have watched a bunch of UConn hockey games, and we always comment on how quick those college guys are. It's amazing. These guys look pretty fast tonight, didn't they?
Yes, they
do.
do.
They were doing a great job. So we'll be back for second period action right after this. All right, Nicholas, we're back for second period action. Here again from the International Skating Center in Simsbury, Connecticut.
Doesn't it seem brighter to you?
It does seem brighter. I was thinking the same thing. I think they've got new lights in here this year. It absolutely does seem brighter. I believe Simsbury will be shorthanded as we begin the second period. It looks like Reed Anastasio is going to go off for tripping. And that literally was at the 15-minute mark. I mean, that was a tough one, right?
I thought I saw them raising the lights before they started the game. Like it was dim when we walked in, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, hey, we're here."
We got new lights in here.
New
lights. I like it. How you staying? Nice and warm in here?
Nice and warm.
Nice and warm.
We're gonna build a fireplace for the next game.
That would be great. Nice fire pit right here. All right, here we go. Simsbury again shorthanded. Generals on the power play. Their second one of the night. Simsbury is yet to get a power play. Jack Dinocchio, quick stop right around the net. He's the captain of the Generals. Nice stop there by Jack Beckinsale. Beckinsale tries to pickpocket Tucker Lebrecht. Generals keeping it around the outside. Like Simsbury's in a box defense there. They got two forwards up high, 2D down low. That went into the Generals bench and was popped back out. I think the penalty that Reed got was against, I think he tripped Jack Dinocchio. I hope I'm saying that right. It's Diocchio, Jack Dinocchio. And he takes the face off there against, looks like it's Ty Petrus, number 2. Petrus is a forward, a junior at Simsbury High. A nice pass there by Tyler Gresh from the Generals, trying to thread the needle. Colby Wilhelm goes behind. Can't get it out. Net moves, and we've got a stop and play just a minute into the second period. It's funny, Nicholas, because the time of the penalty is 1 minute, 1 second, yet there's 14 minutes left to go in the period. We've gone down 1 minute in the time, and there's a second more on the power play. That makes no sense to me. Generals keep it to the left-hand corner. Right side of Davis. Davis makes a heck of a stop. Great job there by Brady Davis. Brady is a sophomore goaltender. Called into action tonight again as the senior, Brendan Lynch, is out with injury. A nice save, nice kick save by Brady Davis. Holy cow. In traffic and everything else. That was beautiful, Nicholas.
I heard, apparently I got some tidbit as I was coming back. I heard our varsity goalie got hit in the head by a puck.
Oh, boy. Maybe that's what the injury is.
That's what the injury is.
Okay. All right. Face off down in the far side of the rink toward where Nick and I are.
I remember I was helping out at the JV game last year, and the puck hit the glass. Those pucks can be dangerous.
Oh, very dangerous. Yeah, one almost hit you in the crow's nest, right?
I remember
up a while back. Yeah.
I would have been out cold.
You would have definitely been out cold. All right, here come the Generals down the left side, off the side of the net. That was number 24, Luke Watson, with a head of steam. Simsbury able to clear the zone, and they have killed off yet again another power play. Here goes Beckinsale. Beckinsale coming down, pass behind his back to Tommy Humphreys, back to Beckinsale. Beckinsale in on net. Back out to Humphreys. Stambaugh gave the puck right back out, trying to get in front to Gavin Bolger, and not able to do it. Humphreys goes around, spins, gives it to Bolger. Bolger back in, gets pushed down by Denocio. No penalty call. There goes Humphrey behind the net. Right out in front to Beckinsale, who just goes high. Back to the defense. There's Bolger. Over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm shot, score! Colby Wilhelm on a pass from Reed Bolger. What a beautiful goal. Tremendous passing, stick to stick, and then finished off by a laser by Colby Wilhelm. Nice shot. Colby gives the Trojans a 2-1 lead. Fantastic job. Again, about 3 minutes into the period. So like Reed Bolger did, Reed Bolger did in the first period to put them up 1-0. Colby Wilhelm on a nice feed by Reed. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous feed. Vinny Matteo now wins the face-off. Over into Mike Zapp. Zapp into the corner against Nate Williams. Nate's got the Generals' only goal. Goes into the corner there with Patrick Murphy, and it looks like we've got a little bit of a, who's that on? Is it number, is that Mike? So Mike Zapp for the Trojans.
It's great to see that new bar up there.
Yeah, it is. It looks like it's crowded here.
Do they sell food there?
No, food is still sold downstairs. So the Trojans, again, are just continually hurting themselves. This is the third penalty in a row by the Trojans. Nothing, by the Generals. I can't believe they're that disciplined as much as I can't believe we're undisciplined here. Got to stop these penalties and giving the Generals shorthanded opportunities. Simsbury now just trying to get the puck out, and they do so. Back to number 10, which is Trey Gagne for the Generals. Goes behind Evan Stambaugh. Nice little touch pass by Tyler Gresh. Generals trying to break it out. Stolen there by number 2, Ty Petrus. And he puts a big hit on number 7, Tyler Gresh. But now 7, Gresh is going out. He slammed Petrus behind the play. And lo and behold, the referees do raise their hand for the opposition. Nick, what do you think of that? I never thought the Generals would get a penalty. As the cheering section chants, you can't do that. So we are going to have a 4-on-4 for the next minute and 9 seconds, which is really good hockey. I love seeing 4-on-4. What do you think, Nick?
That
opens it up, doesn't it?
Opens it up.
Big time. Nice face-off win by Humphreys. Back to the defense. Just skips over Humphrey's stick. Generals trying to break it out, and I think they're going to be able to do so. There's Emerson Stambaugh. He loses a puck at center ice. It's taken back by Jack Beckinsale. Tries to make a nice move around. Trey Gagne is not able to do so. There goes Jack Denocio. He comes right in on Davis, hits the post. Right over the blocker, stick side of Brady Davis, and it hit the post. Oh, there's a nice move, and right through the 5-hole. Pickpocketed Aiden Driscoll, number 19, and went right through Brady Davis' 5-hole. So that's an even strength goal, 4-4. And that's a tough one. Nick, what do you think there? That's a tough one. I think if Brady had that over again,
yeah,
it'd be a little different. But that was a sneaky quick shot by the Generals after Driscoll had lost the puck behind the net. So out races the Trojans again. And here goes number 4, Quinn Hegney. Hegney going after, and his counterpart, Quinn Cahill, number 4 for the Generals. Another quick shot on Brady Davis. Davis came up big with a save there. Back to Tucker Lebrecht. And Tucker shoots it in, but it's offsides. I'm sorry, it's an icing, Nick. So we're going to have the face-off down here. Looks like the face-off. There's 9 seconds before the Trojans have a power play. Face-off will be to the left of Elliott Stambaugh. Face-off won by the Trojans. Back over to Reed Bolger. Reed takes it low. They're getting ready, set up for their power play. In deep, taken there by the Generals. And stopped there by Elliott Stambaugh. So, quick hit by Ty. He tried to hit him, and then Elliott Stambaugh takes a forearm to Quinn Hegney. Elliott Stambaugh just took a forearm right in front of us to Quinn Hegney. How's that not a penalty? Huh? How's that not a penalty, Nicholas? All right, so that's a little crazy right there. I'm not sure how they get away with that. Face-off won by the Generals. Back around, out to Reed and Anastasio. Reed back to Bolger. Bolger back into Hegney. Hegney looking for Ty. Ty back to Reed. Reed to Ty. Quick shot on net. Wilhelm keeps it in on the point. He looks center right down the gut. Nice tip there by Hegney. Just went wide of the net. There's another beautiful pass by Petrus. Simsbury moving the puck around really well. Getting great shots on net. Nice save by Elliott. Great save by Stambaugh. I'm still in shock. I don't know when I've ever seen a goalie take a punch at a player and get away with it. I mean, was I seeing things, Nick? Did you see the same thing? We need to roll back the tape.
We might have to roll back the tape.
Holy cow. All right. Simsbury wins the face-off again. Back in the corner. And that goes up to our old crow's nest. That was a shot by Quinn Cahill.
I remember climbing all the way up to that.
Remember that? With the captain?
Yes.
We missed CC. Chris Cody did a lot of broadcasts with us a few years back.
Dangling that thing in the middle.
We might have some guest color commentators as the season rolls on. Not sure my voice can handle it. And the Generals' power play is over. I'm sorry, Trojans' power play is over. Nice pass in to Gavin Bolger. He's not able to tip it. And the Generals get it out, only to have it forced back in by the Trojans. Generals now trying to get it through center ice. Gavin does a great job there. Terrific job by Bolger. Oh, this is going to be offsides unless the Trojans, they come back on the blue line. Black over the blue line, so it's not offsides. And Reed Bolger able to keep that puck from going down the ice, and right away the Trojans stop. And Tommy Humphreys takes a pop from Jack Danocchio. Here's Beckinsale. Beckinsale blows out a tire, as they say, cuts an edge. And Simsbury, Luke Melanson takes the puck back, tries to give it to Humphreys. Humphreys goes in, tries to get behind the defense. Great move there by Melanson, but he's just not able to get by that last defender. Yet it's kept in by Simsbury. Nice try. Nice play there by number 9, Kevin Winkler. So I apologize to Kevin, as I had Kevin Winkler as a different number in the first period. I had him as number 2, but that's absolutely Ty, right? Petrus, who last year was 22, and now 22 is taken by Sam Puzo this year. Quick face-off win.
Shot over to Vince Matteo. He takes a shot on net. My guess is that Elliot Stambaugh didn't even see that one, Nicholas. There's Winkler. Kevin behind the net. Out to, oh! Vinny did a great job. Vincent did a fantastic job trying to lift it over the shoulder of Stambaugh, and he just was not able to do so. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the second period, and we're tied at 2. Face-off won there by Kevin Winkler. Nice shot on net by Ming. And that puck just went wide. Simsbury doing a good job keeping it in the general zone. There's another one. It's a tip puck. And nice play there by Vince Matteo to keep the puck in. Great job by Vince. And TJ Perlman. TJ gets the puck over to Colby Wilhelm. Wilhelm tries to get the pass back to Vince Matteo. And it goes down the rest of the length of the ice. Taken there by Ming. And there goes Wilhelm. Wilhelm takes it behind Brady Davis, the Trojans goalie. Reverses course, comes back around the other way. Breaks out to the Trojans, and there is Vince Matteo. Tries to get the puck over to Hegney. Vince loses his stick. Time for a change. Trojans get the puck back in. It's Aiden Driscoll. Nice hit right there by Quinn Hegney, but I think he's going to be called again for an interference.
Next game we should win 2 TVs, one for us and then one for them in then like how so the refs can watch the
replays. That's a great point. I don't know what that stoppage of play was. Was that offsides? I thought that was going to be a Hegney interference, but the way things have been called, my fault on that one. There's Eli Moju. Eli goes back behind the net, over to Petrus. Petrus back to Hegney. Hegney overskates the puck. Has to reverse it back around. Eli does a great job. Back around this way, over to Ty. Ty trying to get it over and does so to Hegney. Hegney makes a nice move on the defense, just can't keep it on the front of his stick. And the Generals get the puck back, and away we go. Nice check there by number 3. That was great. Eli stood his man up. Good defense. Trojans having a hard time in center ice. Trying to get it out. Now they get it over to Reed Anastasio. Number 7 for the Trojans. Again, it's caught in center ice. Reed gets absolutely leveled. Was it Reed or Ty Petrus? Gets absolutely leveled by number 2, Nate Williams. Nate has a goal for the Generals tonight. 2 goals for the Trojans were scored by defensemen Reed Bolger and Colby Wilhelm, both at about the 3-minute mark in the first and second period. And Nicholas, we got a Simsbury Trojans power play. 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Kevin Winkler is going to take the face-off. Face-off won by the Generals, but back into the arms of Reed Bolger, Simsbury's captain. He gets it down low to Beckinsale. Beckinsale to Winkler. Winkler back out to Reed. Reed over to Wilhelm. They were the tandem on the second goal from Simsbury. The puck around. It jumps over the stick of Reed. And there goes Wilhelm. Chased after it by Tucker Lebrecht. Simsbury trying to come out of their zone now. Coming down the right side is Jack Beckinsale. Head up. Back out to Reed. Reed over to Wilhelm. Simsbury's got to get into the open ice. There's a nice give and go. Tough shot there by Humphreys. There's Wilhelm. Oh, just missed on a one-timer. There they go again on another give and go. Right outside, and there's a Jack Beckinsale goal. Right through the 5-hole.
And he goes over and gives the student section a jump into the stands. Kind of like the Lambeau Leap, Nicholas, by the Green Bay Packers. Although they can't jump into the stands, they always go over to the stands, to that student section, and give them high fives. Great shot there by Jack Beckinsale. He cleaned up a juicy rebound that was given by Elliott Stanbaum, put it right into 5-hole. Beautiful job by Jack, and the Trojans take a 3-2 lead just about at the 11-minute mark of the second period.
Speaking about Green Bay Packers,
yes.
Did you see Aaron Jones, the running back for the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones, was sitting courtside at the UConn men's basketball game this past Saturday?
I did not see that.
Yeah.
He was there?
He was there.
Wow.
Watching UConn destroy LIU.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that UConn basketball team is having a heck of a year, right?
What
are we, 11 games into the season? They haven't lost, right?
They haven't lost.
Yeah, that's pretty good for our Connecticut Huskies. All right, here's the number one line out there for the Generals now. Jack Beckinsale. I'm sorry, Jack D'Annunzio. I got Beckinsale on my mind with a great goal. Fantastic goal. Simsbury keeps it in. Quick shot on that. Nice stay by Stambaugh. Quinn Cahill is just roughhousing like crazy Patriots in front of the net. There's a nice pass. Oh, big hit by Tyler Gresh. He lined up Driscoll, and he had that going for a while. And outbreak the Generals, only to be taken by Hegney. Hegney can have a trouble staying on his feet, and Beckinsale might have a breakaway here. No, great play by Simsbury, and now Simsbury might have a breakaway. Unbelievable. Quick shot on net by Anastasio, and right into the breadbasket of Elliott Stanbaugh. So nice stay by Elliott. Trey Gagne line for Generals is out now. Number 24, Luke Watson, is the Generals captain. Nice face-off win by Simsbury, right out in front. And oh, what a save! Oh, but followed up by a great goal. I believe that is that Kevin Winkler? Or is that Ty Pete? Yeah, Kevin Winkler. Unbelievable. So Elliott Stanbaugh makes an incredible save with his right pad, but leaves the puck out there in a beautiful, beautiful heads-up play by Kevin Winkler. And that gives the Trojans a 4-2 lead. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the second period, and the Trojans have really turned it on in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Huh, Nick?
Yeah.
They seem to be flying around their zone here. Unbelievable. And here they come, right back. Kevin Winkler.
Lots of action down on that our end.
Lots of action down here. Mike Zapp going at it behind the net with the Generals defenseman there. Zapp trying to do a good job to get it out, almost able to get it out in front. There's Wilhelm in a foot race. Makes a nice pass over to Bolger. That's Reed Bolger. TJ Perlman now out for the Trojans. Perlman gets the puck back from Reed. Nice pass up. Oh, just by the skates of Winkler. And that'll be icing. So, Nicholas, a lot of action down here. I think ever since you noticed the lights got a little brighter, the heat's been turned up on Elliott Stanbaugh. Ever since he gave that forearm shiva, whatever hit that punch to Quinn Hegney, I think it's taken him off his game. Simsbury with the face-off win behind the net over to Tommy Humphreys. Humphreys down the left side, great pass. Here comes Wilhelm. Wilhelm, oh! Right off the glove. I'm sorry, that's not Wilhelm. That was Gavin Bolger. Jack D'Annunzio picks the puck up. Great save by Brady Davis. Nice leg sag all the way down the end. That's going to be icing.
Last night out Simsbury Trojans boys basketball played, I think it was a scrimmage.
Yes.
Right down the street from me at Canton High School.
Really? Do you know if they won?
No.
We don't know
the
if they
score.
won. Okay.
I was going to ask you if they won, but...
But it's only a scrimmage, right?
I think it's a scrimmage.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
But down at Canton.
Yeah, that's right down the road from you.
Yeah.
It's your beautiful Bear Woods estate.
Yeah.
Right?
Canton High School is great.
There's Simsbury now trying to get it through the center ice. And the Trojans break it back out. Nice pass. Right in there. Quick shot. Tipped by number 4, Quinn Cahill. Quick shot in there by Jack Beckinsale. Jack's got the third goal, and Kevin Winkler's got the fourth goal. Right? So we got Reed Bolger, Colby Wilhelm, Jack Beckinsale, and Kevin Winkler. The four goal scorers for our Simsbury Trojans. Puck bouncing around down here right in front of us. Generals trying to get something going here with 1:20 seconds left to go in the second period. And here we go. We got a one-on-one. If he hustles, 24, a captain, took down Reed Anastasio. And that was Luke Watson for the Generals. Hegney tries to get the puck back. Does a good job. Reed pokes it right through one of the Generals' defenders. Now it looked like it was 3-on-1 or 1-on-3. And there he comes back out of the corner, trying to get it to the front of his stick. And number 14 for the Generals, that's Patrick Murphy, trying to make a move. And here comes a breakaway. Breakaway for the Trojans. In on him. Beautiful save by Elliot Stambaugh. Petrus tried to go to the left-hand side, and Elliot made a great save with his right pad. So Ty tried to go stick side low with a deke, and Elliot made a great save. Would you have been able to make that save, Nick? I think so. Face-off win by Simsbury here. Quickly taken over by the Generals. Back up. Here goes Tyler Gresh. And then here comes the Generals again. Kick save and a beauty there by Luke Melanson, right off his shin pad. And puck goes down. There's going to be another icing. There's going to be 8 seconds to go in the period, Nicholas, which has been a fantastic period. One that has seen the Trojans score 3 times and the Generals score once. We have 8 seconds to go in the period. And a face-off is going to be to the right-hand side of Brady Davis. It looks like it is going to be, who's down there? Is that number 19? No, number 10, Jack Beckinsale. Beckinsale's taking the face-off. He wins the face-off, goes behind the net, taken there by Luke Melanson. Melanson gets the puck out, and that's the whistle. So Simsbury comes out firing on all cylinders in the second period. What a period. They score 3 times. Goals by Colby Wilhelm about 3 minutes into the period, followed by Jack Beckinsale, who broke a 2-2 tie, and then a beautiful rebound goal by Kevin Winkler on an incredible save by Elliot Stambaugh. He made a great save, but only for the puck to pop out. And then Winkler was right there on his forehand and threw the puck back into the net. So Simsbury is leading the Farmington Valley Co-op Generals 4-2 after 2 periods of play. And Nicholas, what do we always say about a 2-goal lead going into the third period?
I don't know what.
Probably the worst lead in hockey to have, right? 2-goal lead, but you'd rather be on the 2-goal lead side than the 2-goal behind side, right?
Correct.
So we'll be back right after this for third period action from the International Skating Center of Simsbury, Connecticut, the new home to the Connecticut Whale, our professional women's hockey team.
We are back for third period action, and we have a special guest with us this evening. We'll see if we can get our.
I'm going to give it back to you in a second here.
We'll see if we can get our guest on
All
here.
right.
Yeah, a familiar sound for those of you that have turned into our Simsbury Community Television hockey games. Coach Mateo. We have Ed Mateo with us as we begin the third period. Eddie, how you doing? You had a busy night.
I have a busy night. I am always excited to join the Sinacori family to experience any sporting event, and why would I miss this? I'm going to hand the mic back over to Nick in a second. He's doing a phenomenal job, and it's just opening night here, though, huh?
Opening night. And we were noticing the lights are different.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Everything about this rink is top-notch. I mean, they've done a great job.
The new owners have really breathed a little bit of life into this place. It was old, it was starting to get dingy, it was run down, and they've really made the necessary improvements and really advanced it, which is where you want to go with a rink like this. At one time, Mike, and you know, this was a jewel of the state.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Olympic skaters, top-notch hockey players, brand new facility. And over the years, it kind of got a little bit
long
old.
in the tooth. Yeah. How have you been to any of the Connecticut Whale games?
I have not been this year, but I'm dying to go. It looks like a great entertainment proposition, and I'm happy they're here.
Yeah. As we mentioned in the second period, International Skating Center of Simsbury is the new home for the Connecticut Whale, which is the women's professional hockey team in the United States. I mean, they play a lot of teams from all over. Montreal. I mean, they play teams out of Canada.
Boston, Montreal, New York. It's really a great endeavor. And I tell you what, the girls really top-notch facility to watch it in, and really a great game to see.
Do a terrific job. All right, here we go. Action back here as Reed Bolger takes a shot on net. I was just telling Ed, Simsbury has played really well in the first two periods. They came out real strong. And it was a very back-and-forth competitive game to start. It's getting a little chippy now, but I think the Generals got to worry more about pucks to the net instead of, a shoulder here or an elbow there.
Well, Coach Alekna is getting off on the right foot here. This is a real good first opportunity for him to get a W.
How about this, Eddie? We talked a little bit about the first there's a quick shot there by Ming. We talked about this at the beginning of the game. So Mike Barone, the coach of the Farmington Generals, has been coaching hockey at the high school level for 30 years. This is his 30th anniversary. And, of course, Coach Alekna with the varsity boys team, this is his first year.
God love him for 30 years.
Isn't that crazy?
There's so many different things going on behind the scenes coaching high school sports. It wears on you, Mike. And to go 30 he's got a real passion for the game. And you know what? He's really doing an awesome job with the kids, and it's not an easy job.
No, and he's taken them in 2014 when they created this co-op. So he's taken them from that day in 2014 to now. And I think, as we mentioned earlier in the day, the Generals had a heck of a year. I think it was 2019. They had 2 or 3 guys on their team that were Connecticut State Hockey Players of the Year and all of that.
One of them broke, I think there was 2 brothers, one of them broke the Connecticut scoring record, which was held by an NHLer at this point. And
I'm
escaping his name from AOF, but he held the record for a year, and he broke it. They had a 2-line system, and they got the most out of him.
Yeah, they sure did. I remember that. We did a couple of games where they were flying. Here comes the Generals down the right side, trying to get around Luke Melanson, not able to do so. There's Winkler helping him out. Vinny Mateo over there. Vince taking the puck around the net, gets it back out, and it does go out of the zone. Generals have to retreat in order to not be offside. Bolger takes the puck away. Nice nifty move. Right around one defenseman, trying to go 1-on-5 here, I think. Puck ends up in the right corner. Mike Zapp in the corner there, back out to Winkler. Winkler gets it back in deep to Zapp. Puck comes back out to Luke Melanson. It's going to be offsides. Trojans can't touch it.
Mike, you've played hockey for many years. Having a defenseman that can carry the puck like that is invaluable. To make them be able to get out of their zone that easily without turning the puck over and just carrying it all the way to the other zone and just turning it from defense to offense is such a critical part of hockey, and he does an amazing job with it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We were talking about the first 2 goals, Colby and Reed, 2 defensemen on 2 blasts. Wilhelm's was a laser. I mean, it was a shot like I haven't seen in a long time.
As the modern hockey is going, you get those very agile, mobile defensemen now in this day and age, and it's so critical to how the systems work.
It's incredible too, and the passing I've been impressed by the open ice passing, finding the open man. Simsbury seems to be gelling here. First game of the season, you expect some burps, and I haven't seen too many, which is a credit to the coaching staff and getting these guys prepared.
Yeah, this is a very experienced team, too, and that helps tremendously.
Yes.
Just knowing what to expect and being a part of this last year. When you have so many returners, you really, not that it's, you don't get the goosebumps, but you know what to expect and you know the rhythm and the flow of the game.
Right. Well, I was talking to Coach Alekna prior to the game, and actually Nicholas asked him if he had any butterflies, and he said, yeah, I'm nervous. He said, I'm nervous. And I said to him, Coach, I still get nervous.
Absolutely.
I mean, that shows you're alive.
shows you're really interested in the game, and I'm sure Mr. Alekna used the all gas, no brakes.
Yeah,
that's his favorite line.
Yes, yeah. He said his dad was going to be here, and I know we did some coaching with. Makes us feel old, Eddie. So Coach Alekna's dad we coached with.
You betcha. and I saw his brother Ricky on the side of the net over there, who is the JV coach, I believe, also.
That's right.
So it's the whole Alekna clan and working Simsbury hockey now, which is awesome.
Which is terrific. And the Generals now on a move. Oh, Beckinsale gets the puck back out. Over the zone. Takes a little bit of a hit by Nate Watson, I believe. That is Nate. Nice save by Brady. Wide open net, though. Big rebound to number 12, Tucker Lebrecht. And as we talked about, Eddie, on the break, it's tough enough to make 1 save, but when you're asked to make 2 and sometimes 3, it gets a little rough.
And Brady made a really nice poke check, too. He didn't even leave the rebound there. He poke checked. He was just unfortunate. Poke checked it back out into the middle, and he'll figure that out. That's if you get a chance, and he's in scramble mode there after the first shot.
Yeah,
did a really nice job making the first save and actually clearing the rebound himself. It was just unlucky, unfortunate.
I will tell you that the student section early in the game was chanting his name, Brady Davis, really pumping him up. As I know, early on there must have been some big nerves there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nick and I talked about Brendan Lynch, who is their senior goaltender, who is out on injury. So, Brady's forced into action here, and he's done a phenomenal job. Really great game.
So I wonder if the last time we had the sophomore starting goalies was back when George and
that's right,
and his countermate, his other sophomore friend, who actually was a starter, and then those two tandemed all the way through to senior year.
I do remember that. Drew. That's right.
Marquis. Yes. Drew Marquis.
Yep. I absolutely remember that. Oh, just out of the reach of 24, Luke Watson, and it's an icing. Luke is the captain of the Generals. Nick and I talked about this prior to the end of the second period. We said one of the toughest leads going into the third period is a 2-goal lead. And, if you score that first goal, great. But as we've seen, the Generals came out about 3 minutes into this period and put the puck in the back of the net. It's now 4-3 Trojans. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third period. And our Trojans need another goal here. Elliot Stambaugh, the goalie for the Generals, has done a really good job. He's had a couple of mental breakdowns, I would say, on some rebounds. Otherwise, he's been top-notch tonight.
And it's opening night. I mean, everyone's full a little bit of jitters, but to come in here to this crowd, I think, is a really a real tough ask, and it looks like he's done a really good job from what I've seen so far.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, Eddie, we talk about this all the time. as the Generals break down here, and there's a whiff there by Tyler Gresh, and the Trojans are trying to get it back out. Sam Puzo getting some action. Haven't called him a lot tonight, so he's getting some action here in the third period. But one of the things we were talking about is the Generals are in the CIAC Division II.
Right.
With Simsbury being in Division I. Preseason polls have Simsbury ranked 10th in Division I, with the Generals ranked 7th in Division II. So pretty good matchup here as we start, the season.
There's a fine line between Division I and Division II. I know Simsbury played a few of the Division II teams last year, like Weathersfield and Newington, and I think they, it was not easy sledding for them. So,
no, not by any means.
It's a real it's a challenge, and Mike, when you get these club teams or co-op teams, you get players from all over the place.
Yeah, right.
So you got an opportunity to get the two best players from Farmington, the two best players from Avon, and you really get some opportunities there.
Big time. We were able to catch up with my nephew, who is a senior at Lewis Mills in Burlington, and he said that a good portion of this team. Oh, great shot! Great goal there by Gavin Bulger, the only freshman on the team, number 20. And that's a big one. That was a fantastic. Let's see who the assists are on that. I was just about to say, too, Tommy Humphreys, that line was flying around.
That's a huge goal, right? You want to rally behind your goalie. You got a young goalie. If it gets too tight at the end, you're putting a lot of pressure on him.
Hang on a minute, Eddie.
Oh, they called it off, Michael.
I think they called the goal off. I don't know what that's from or for. No goal. Must have been maybe a hand pass or something. No goal. And face-off won by Hagney. Back to Petrus. Petrus right out in front. And that's a goal. And so that is that's a no doubter. And I think that is let's see, number 21 there is Colby Wilhelm. I'm not sure who scored that, but I am going to guess it wasn't Hagney. Might have been Reed Anastasio, number 7.
It's just so important to come right back and pick that up. That's such a key goal for them now as they enter the second half of this period. They need to stay out in front of this puck here.
That's a big one. That was after the deflation of having one taken away. Incredible. So we'll have to hear, Nicholas, keep us honest on what you hear as far as who scored that.
Well, I'm interested to see what that goal was waved off by. I mean, the face-off stayed in the zone even.
That's true. So if it had been a hand pass, it would have been outside.
Come out. Yeah. So it must have been the net or something.
Yeah, Reed Anastasia. So Colby Wilhelm with the assist. Great goal by Reed Anastasio. Here's another stick-to-stick pass right to Reed again from Hagney. Right back into Hagney. This line, these guys are working. They know each other well. Tendencies and everything. There's a nice pass right out in front. Off the side of the net by Hagney. Bulger sniping. Here he comes in again.
Don't lose your angle.
He did.
Don't lose your angle.
I was saying earlier in the game, so the CIAC announced the top 25 or 25 players in high school hockey to watch, and Reed was on the list. He was number 6 or 7 on the list. Yeah.
Top 10.
Top 10. Bunch of guys from Darien, bunch of guys from New Canaan, bunch of guys from Fairfield Prep. I mean, your regular cast of characters.
Right.
Not too many guys from northern schools, so it was nice to see Reed on the list.
Yeah, I mean, they really, the southern schools get a lot of press down there. They really do. And, for good reason. I mean, they've been very successful, their programs.
For years.
Yeah.
Right, Eddie? I mean, back in our day as well. It was always tough to beat the downstate teams.
Well, it was sad. I had a conversation with someone from Hamden the other day, and they said they're really struggling for numbers. And
oh boy!
And Todd Hall has left them.
Oh boy! Oh my goodness! Look at him. So there's number 10, Trey Gagney, right? So Trey Gagne looks at our student section and goes a little crazy. Hey, boys will be boys.
Hey,
right?
this is going to be a down to the wire game, and the goalie really had no shot on that one. It was actually a rolling puck too.
Yes.
And it kind of just came out in the slot there.
It got on edge. He turned around and gave it everything he had. That was Trey Gagne.
Yep.
And nice goal. Give a good goal where it is. I mean, it was a beautiful top shelf. And our Trojans have to come back now.
So here's where the leadership comes in, Mike, right? Here's where the 17 returners need to really step up and really show that they've been here before.
Yes, absolutely. Gavin Bulger in there to Beckinsale. Beckinsale tries to get the puck out in front to Humphreys, and he almost did so. And outbreak the Generals. Wilhelm looking around. He decides to chip it back up by Aiden Driscoll. Driscoll now has the puck taken away from Humphreys. Humphreys turns and shoots, and it looks like this will be icing. Yeah, I agree. 6 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the third period, and you're right. This is when those, 18 of 22 guys, 18 of them are upperclassmen between junior and seniors. And of the 18, 17 are returners, right?
Critical time for them, right? Stabilize the ship and keep the puck on the other end for a little while.
Yes. I think the only one, Eli Manju, is a senior but has not played for the Trojans. He played travel hockey.
Oh, really?
Last couple of years, and has decided to come back and play, for Simsbury. So that's a big pickup.
That's a huge pickup, and when you get those players play competitive hockey, they get exposed to a lot of speed and a lot of really good, talented hockey teams out there. So
big time. It's really neat too to see all these Trojans, player by player, picking up Brady.
Need to right now, that's a critical time here. We've got 6 minutes to go, and this is where you really need to start putting the pressure on their end.
Big time. Yeah, I agree.
They're leaving a hanger there, Mike. They're trying to, Avon's trying to stretch the zone a little bit there, which is interesting.
Interesting with 6 minutes left to go in the game.
I almost wonder if it's a defensive tactic to kind of pull their defensemen out of the zone more, and because the defensemen have been so potent for the Simsbury.
Exactly. Oh, that was a tough angle. So, again, the net came off. That net's been coming off down there a couple of times.
It's been coming off for about 10 years now, Mike. So, I don't know if there's any real good remedy for it.
We might need to talk to the new owners of the ISCC, see if we can't get that glue down there.
Get a little more sticky on that thing.
Holy cow. So, it's become a nail-biter. 5-4, Trojans lead. 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the game. Face-off down there by Jack Beckinsale.
Jeez, he dropped the puck and the goalie wasn't even ready.
Oh, boy. Beckinsale wins. Yeah, the goalie is looking at the ref like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's putting his blocker on.
And there goes Beckinsale.
2-on-1 if you can get him.
Tough angle. Nice stop by Elliott. So Stambaugh's been pretty good. He's been good.
The goalie really had to rely on his defenseman there because it was a 2-on-1. He did see the other forward for Simsbury coming down his right.
Yep.
And he's just got to rely on him and play that shooter.
Nice play. He did a good job on that. And here breaks out Emerson Stambaugh. So this is the goalie's brother. And back there to Ming.
Nice pass.
And Beckinsale's coming down the right side, behind the back, right into Gavin Bulger. Nice try, but again, nice save by Elliott. Generals do have that sniper, the Blaine Staunton sniper, beyond the red line.
The old whale days. Blaine Staunton. There's a name from the past.
We always see him to do a game where they've got a sniper.
Mike Rogers and Blaine Staunton.
That's right. Here we go. We can have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Humphreys, nice to the trailer. Hegney with a nice move around number 10. Gets the puck back on his forehand, but again, nice save by Stambaugh.
Giving Simsbury a chance to make a good line change, too. And there's that long lead they're trying to stretch him with.
Here he goes.
Watch him.
And he just whiffed on it.
Oh, my God.
But here's the look at the coaching staff is going crazy. I don't think that was as much, as Luke Watson's been a thorn in our side all night. but I think that was a little bit more too. The Simsbury defenseman had a little bit to do with it.
I have two goalies, Mike, so I'm going to side on the side of the guy between the pipes, and I didn't like the elbow high to the goalie's head.
Yeah.
That was the only thing, and he might have got guided in there a little bit, but he was in no rush to stop or to avoid contact there.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I don't like when they run the goalies at that point in the game. There's too many potential injuries for those guys.
And I think too at this point you're right. That would only do nothing but rattle them. Nice save by Brady. And Brady's had a stand-up day. That was a heck of a quick shot. Sometimes you got a little congestion in front of you.
He's seeing the puck well. I mean, the two goals I've seen are really. He's been in position. He's just been unfortunate with the poke check back.
Yeah.
And the other one was a laser from the top.
Peter's trying to get the puck over to Anastasio.
Keep it deep.
Keep it in there. Back into Petrus.
Oh.
Nice hit. Oh, and there's a penalty by Hagney. You can't take a penalty at this late in the game. And it's only because of the elbow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's elbowing, right? That's a tough one to take. 4 minutes.
If you're going to take a penalty at this point in the game, and I think he had all good intentions down there to kind of rub the guy out, but it's tough taking an offensive zone penalty this late in the game when you're up by a goal. It's really a tough thing.
We talk about that all the time. The offensive zone penalties kill teams, So let's see. Trojans have done a good job tonight killing off a bunch of these. Trojans lose the face-off. Generals win the face-off. Back in deep there by Tyler Gresh. Back over to number 24, Luke Watson. Watson gives it over to Jack Denocchio. This is their top line right here. Reed Anastasio keeping an eye on them.
See, they're in the blue. They're really, look at it. That's what I'm saying. He's in there.
Yeah, trying to
take him off his game in there.
Yeah. Yep. Good moves there.
As he advances up, he'll realize that the back of the calves are very sensitive to those players backing in.
Yeah, that happened to me on a number of occasions.
You'll rethink things quite a bit.
I'll tell you, one of the worst things I ever did was to a Cheshire goalie. And I'll tell you after this run here. Here comes down the left side. That's number 10, Trey Gagne. Again, back to Reed. Reed does a good job. Just get the puck out at this point.
Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple, Mike.
Under a minute to go.
Blue line.
General's trying to get something going here. And now they're coming down the right side. Head of steam.
Good
nice back check there. Ooh. And right out. And a perfect job there by Wilhelm. He just turned and fired. That was outstanding. Oh, here's a poke check back behind the net. And Simsbury almost had a chance to get that back out in front.
And I don't want to miss Brady's save down here. He made an off-leg shot.
Yes.
The guy wasn't really in stride. He kind of took it off a different leg, his shot. It was a pretty tricky little shot. He made a nice save on it.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, he stayed with it nicely.
Here come the Generals again. They've got under 10 seconds now in their power play. Wilhelm looking around. He's just trying to get it out, and this should do it. 2 seconds, 1 second. Yeah, no icing. And Simsbury did a great job killing that penalty off. 2 minutes to go in the third period. They hold a 1-goal lead, 5-4. And I'll break the Generals. At some point, we got to start to think about, are they going to pull their goalie?
That was offsides, I think. I don't think that the puck had come out.
It did not come out. That is absolutely offsides. Here's Wilhelm now getting pulled down by number 11, Jack Denocchio. Simsbury takes it back in deep. There's Humphreys. Quick shot on net. Nice save. Saved in there by Ming.
Let's cycle the buck, boys. Yep. Cycle it. Get it deep, cycle.
Looking for the one-timer. There's a nice shot on net. Beckinsale with a tip shot. If they keep it in deep, they can't pull the goalie, right?
That's it. That's the key.
And here goes Humphreys.
Keep possession.
Humphreys to Petrus. And this is going to be icing.
No one touched that?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Called it off. 1 minute to go in the game, Ed. 1 minute.
Careful behind you. Now he should come to the bench. Why is he not
Yeah,
coming?
he's looking now.
He
He's
should
looking.
be coming.
He's
wow, I'm surprised. What's he waiting for? Oh,
And
my
they're
God.
getting a lot of congestion over there along the boards. Puck finally comes out, and you're right. He's still
He's not
standing in the
coming
crease.
in the net. What is going on?
Petrus takes another
Wow.
nice hit. Yeah, he stood there for a long time.
You know
didn't
what?
he?
I just don't know. They hit possession, and
Yeah.
he's still not coming out.
No, he was kind of looking at the bench and giving it, what am I doing? You know?
Yeah, you got to have a game plan for that, especially when the puck's in the opposite zone. You really.
Yep.
I get it. They're going to call a timeout. But
Okay, now, so the puck is outside the Simsbury
Yeah.
zone. They call timeout. Let's see what happens. This is a perfect time to tell you my goalie story. So
the Cheshire goalie.
we're playing Cheshire in the first round of the States, and it's the first period.
Circa 1987 or 88?
This is probably 1988.
88.
1988, right? So 1988. Goalie makes a beautiful stop. I'm coming down. I'm a left-hander. I'm on the right side of the rink. I'm coming down. Goalie makes a great stop. There's a little congestion in front of the net, but he's down.
Right.
I snow him.
Oh.
I stop. Now I stop, and my snow absolutely hit the gloves and got into his face mask, right? I don't know if I actually meant it. I'm going to tell you I did just because it makes the story better, right? But I never ended up on my keister quicker. Those two Cheshire defensemen let me know.
That's
you don't
not
do that.
advised.
Right?
Yeah, there's some unwritten golden rules in hockey as like baseball, and that's
it.
one of them.
It's funny
Yeah.
you say because it reminded me of getting those hacks on my calf.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or the other thing was hacking your forearms when you're trying to cut through.
In circa 1988, I don't know if those gloves were long,
No.
and I don't know if your chest protector had those long forearms.
Not at all. Not at all. I went home with a lot of bruises.
Yeah, on those wooden sticks.
Yes, absolutely.
What's he?
So Hagney now. Hagney, I don't know I don't know what
24 is helping the referee out here.
Luke Watson.
Apparently 24 understands the proper positioning. He's actually too close, but
So Luke Melanson actually won the face-off. I believe that's Luke. Yeah. so they called Luke in to take the face-off.
does
and
he have two centers out there, Mike? At this point, is Luke a natural center?
Luke is a natural forward that's
Okay.
been playing defense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So here we go. Puck looked to be offside. Oh, nice save by Brady. And a good, nice hit by Reed. Bolger did a great job. Now, this is really important here, Eddie. Got to win this face-off, right? So
Yeah.
this is Luke Watson and Jack D'Annunzio and Emerson Stambaugh. So this is their number one line. And I don't know what's happening here.
Get the puck to the dot. Let's go.
It looks like the referee's got to take control a little bit of this. And look at Hagney's pointing now, saying, "What are you doing? Can't let him do that."
Wow!
It's a
Look at the lineup, Mike.
Yeah.
Those guys aren't set up right in the dot. Those referees aren't doing a good job making sure that they're both in the circle.
They're way off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Quick. Oh, gosh. I didn't see that. You saw it. That was a quick face-off win back to a...
They did what they wanted to do there, and now that was their shot. I don't think they're going to run out of time here.
Oh, boy, that's a quick turnaround shot. I think that's by Reed Anastasio.
That's going to be a Simsbury win. They had their opportunity. That's icing.
Here we go. That's icing. Game time.
Good win for
Trojans
Simsbury.
and Brady Davis end up beating the Farmington Generals. And
Get
Jack
him a puck.
D'Annunzio.
Get that puck
and,
for the kid.
Yeah.
Get that puck for him and Kojalekna. First varsity win for hockey.
Oh,
for boys
there
hockey.
it goes. It just went over. Yeah, here they go. So that's good. I'd love to see that. Good job for Coach Alekna. First high school win. Beautiful job at all phases of the game. Now, Nicholas and I love when they go through the line. Right, Nick? We got to see if there's any...
You know what, Mike? I'm not a fan of it, and it's nothing to do with sportsmanlike.
Yeah.
I just think that nothing good's going to come out of this. That's always my interpretation
right.
of that handshake.
And you see it as a coach because you're in there and you know exactly what's going on.
I've seen it as a coach and as a wrestling referee for high school. I just know the handshake can actually put people in a different situation.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's nice. I like to see the team shake hands with the coaches on either side.
That's okay. Yeah,
I like that. And let's see. This is Coach Dave Alekna with Coach Mike Barone right here now. Nice little quick pass, little thank you. And all in all, a very solid victory for our Trojans. A game that was back and forth for all of the game and just did a great job. That third period was a tester.
So this is a game that Simsbury should win, and they did win. And those are the ones that you need, right? You need the ones that you should win, and you're going and take care of business, and you get that W to come out of there. That's the important piece there.
Absolutely.
Right? And so, they'll build off this. Yep. There'll be tougher teams coming in, and there'll be tougher teams they're going to. But to get the first win, get out of the gates and get all the kinks out. And, hey, Mike, and listen, you came in with your backup goalie.
And I got to tell you, this Farmington Valley team's going to do damage in Division II.
I'm telling you, there's a very fine line to Division II and Division I. And, there'll be some Division II teams coming in because of the CCC.
Yes.
And they'll challenge us, and they may steal a few from us. So.
Yeah, I would agree. It was interesting, too. I saw Glastonbury down there as a Division II school now. But it's all fun. What a great way to start the season. A beautiful victory by our Trojans this evening, 5-4, as we start our 2022-2023 season. A big thank you to Nicholas Sinacori for a great job today. Ardell and Bob Bromlick on our second camera. And special thanks to our third period guest, Ed Mateo. Coach Mateo, thank you so much.
Boys, it's always a pleasure doing time with you guys here. Anytime. I really enjoy being with you guys. You guys
we
do
will
an
get
awesome
you
job.
back here again. Definitely.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Happy Wednesday night for everybody in Simsbury land. Again, as we leave the International Skating Center of Simsbury, Trojans 5 and the Farmington Valley Generals 4. Good night, everybody. All right, we are back after a very exciting victory by our Simsbury Trojans tonight over the Farmington Valley Generals, 5-4. What was initially a third period that kind of gave us a little breathing room turned into one that was a little bit of a nail-biter. And, hats off to the Generals. They never gave up. But more hats off to Coach Alekna. We have Coach Alekna with us. First win as a varsity boys hockey coach. So congratulations, buddy. That is many more to come, and you did a really good job tonight.
So exciting. After being with the girls for 2 years and playing for the boys graduating back in 2013, first game, I think I might have had more better butterflies than the players, all right? But I think just like the players, first couple shifts, you start to settle in, nice hard warm-up. And we told them in the locker room, just set the tone. Every period we set the tone, right? Outchance them, outscore them, and I'm just proud of, right, our play tonight.
It really showed in the third period that you have a veteran team, meaning, the upperclassmen had to really, nobody gave in, and, they come back and it's 4-3, right? Now all of a sudden it's like, oh gosh, here we go. We've been on teams before. You're starting a career now coaching teams. You're going to see stuff like that happen. That didn't happen tonight. They go back and bang, score a goal. Now, one of the goals got taken away. What was the rationale behind that?
Well, I think one of the pegs might have been a little loose in that net because it seemed to be getting knocked off quite a bit there. Yeah. Obviously, it's not ideal, all right? Yeah. And I'm even fist pumping coach afterwards a little prematurely, but guess what, right? They set the net back. What do we do next face-off, right?
7
we find a read right in front of the net, right? Wide open, backhand through, right? The kids know how to respond.
Yeah. I also thought congratulations to you and your coaching staff, because what I mean is the guys were more than prepared. They knew where all the other guys were on their lines. It seemed like the lines were just gelling. The defensemen were unbelievable as far as tape to tape. I mean, just the passes were incredible. I was getting a little disappointed that the Generals kept getting power plays. I think they had 3 to start the game before we got 1. But it just looked like the team was gelling. And that's a lot to do with the work you've done and your coaching staff has done to get them prepared. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so with the new regime this year and Coach Lee coming from last year, we try and infuse enthusiasm and positivity, high energy every time we take the ice, whether it's a practice or a game. And you really felt it, right? Sometimes it leads us to getting a little overzealous, right? Taking a penalty we don't want. But I think that's just going to come with experience throughout the year, us understanding how to play winning hockey. But once again, it's how we respond, right? Even the beginning of the second period, we take that penalty at the end of the first. What do they do to set the tone? They kill that penalty right to start the second, right. And then we get on the board again,
Yeah, I would say that I was expecting first game of the year, you're always expecting burps. And by burps, I mean, you're going to get people, a lot of offsides or a lot of icings or a lot of this, a lot of that. None of that tonight. And again, that's a lot toward the veteran team you have. I also thought Brady Davis stepped up. Talk a little bit about his play tonight.
Yeah, so we had Brendan Lynch, a senior, returning goalie for the program, obviously has a concussion, so we had Brady step in. He's known for a little bit. He's going to be starting this first game. We prepared him really well. I think he made all preparations, whether practice, off the ice, in order to get used to the crowd that's going to be here. And I think he felt supported by the entire team. And I got to hand it off to our leadership, too, and our captain group. Yeah. Luke Melanson, Reed Bolger, Quinn Hegney, and Michael Zapp, who obviously had a great game today on the third line. Yeah. I just think they did a great job bringing him into the program, making him feel welcome. We got 17 returning guys, and our starting goaltender, it's his first ever game. Yeah. All right? So even if he gives up a goal, he responded, made a few huge saves for us, and he looked great out there.
Well, enjoy it, Coach. I know you've got, 19 left or whatever it is, right? Yeah, I know. Great victory tonight. We are just 100% behind you here at SCTV. We're excited for this season. We'll see you a couple more times and go enjoy the time with the team. Yeah, great victory tonight. You look all wet.
Yeah, I got a little shower, a little victory shower, a little celebration on the first W, right?
That's outstanding. That's
stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And thanks again for watching tonight. And we'll see you all back soon. Have a good night.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.